Alright, what is going on, everybody? This is Trudger MC, and if you didn't see my last Classic Spawn review, then you might have missed that I said that I'm going to be taking a little break from reviewing those. I'm not going to stop. Don't worry, if y'all are here for the Classic Spawn figure reviews, those are going to continue. It's just I'm taking a little break, and I figured I have a lot of action figures in my collection as is, and I have not reviewed them, so I figure, you know what? Let's take a look at some of the figures that I have had in my collection for a little while, and a lot of them are DC, but I do have some other ones as well. So I figured today we might as well look at Harley Quinn, who is from Birds of Prey, which is a movie that admittedly is kind of decisive, because some people are like, this movie's not too bad, and then other people are like, this movie is the worst movie that's ever existed ever. Yeah. So it's also known as this design of Harley Quinn, which is definitely different. Now, if y'all haven't seen some of my other videos, you might not know this, but Harley Quinn is actually my favorite comic book character. Not just my favorite like Batman character, like my favorite comic book character out of like all of them. So I figure we might as well start off sort of the reflective reviews here, looking at a figure of my favorite character. Now, this isn't my all-time favorite, even though this is my favorite Harley Quinn figure. This is not my favorite figure, my favorite like DC figure that I have. My favorite DC figure is this one right here, and I reviewed this guy a little while ago. So if you haven't seen it, do be sure to check it out. But yeah, so I think that that's pretty cool. They stack up well together. This definitely looks like a Joel Schumacher type of Harley Quinn, I will admit. So yeah, and then there she is with Spider-Man, of course. And then as far as how tall she actually stands, let's first take this off. Even though it doesn't really matter all that much, we'll take that off. And then she is, let's say she is just shy of 7 inches, give or take. And then that translates to, let's say she is about 17.5 centimeters tall. So, here she is. Now, even if I wasn't a fan of the Birds of Prey movie, which I will say I do kind of like, I don't like what they did with some of the characters, mainly like Cassandra Cain. They completely butchered Cassandra Cain, and they kind of butchered Huntress, but I did like the movie for the most part. The main reason for that is because it was basically a Harley Quinn movie. And as a Harley Quinn movie, I thought it was really good. But there's also the thing that I just like this design of her. I like the designs that are more out there and more like colorful and that kind of thing. Because like, don't get me wrong, the classic red and black like Jester outfit, that's definitely a good look for Harley Quinn. But I like the designs that are more out there and have a lot more going on. And if y'all don't believe me, you can look at one of my sketches of Harley Quinn that I did a while back. Yeah, so this definitely shows that it's like, I like the more out there designs. So, yeah. So I do like this design here. I think that the likeness here is a lot better to Margot Robbie than their first one that they did based off of the Suicide Squad, which fun fact is actually the first DC McFarlane figure that I got. So I will probably review that at some point. But yeah, so I like the face, I like the heart tattoo and the rotten tattoo, which she had removed for the Suicide Squad because she didn't like the way it looked. But yeah, her eyes look good. Definitely looks like Margot Robbie to me. And I do also like the pale like shade there for her skin. It definitely looks more accurate to her, being dumped in chemicals, because that's the origin that they did with her for the DCEU. I do like the hair. The hair looks good, how it's kind of parted in the middle, and you got the pigtails or whatever those are called. Got like some red on this side and blue on the other side. So I think that looks really good. It's nice and frosted. Looks like it was dyed. So there you go. There's that. I do like the part there. And then yeah, so that's pretty cool. She doesn't have this mold doesn't have any earrings, even though she's supposed to have like a million of them. But yeah, so she does have her necklaces though. If y'all were wondering, like, does she have all of her necklaces? She does. So, yeah, there you go. You got the Brucey dog thing. You got the J thing. You got all of the other ones on there. And even though it's part of the mold of this figure, it looks like she's just wearing, like, a million necklaces on. And I think that looks really cool. because that was what she was doing in the movie, basically. So yeah, I think that looks cool. I do like the I don't know what this is, like a sports bra or something. I don't know what this is, but you got kind of a continuation there with like it has the strap that goes into her waist. I think that would be like it would just go down to her waist or something. I don't know how these work because I've never worn one of these before, and I have no intention of doing that. So I have no idea how this works, like how you're supposed to wear this. But yeah, so she has that. I'm guessing it's accurate enough. But these overalls look cool. I like the gold that's on there, and they do move a little bit. So you could like open this up a little bit, and you could theoretically like take this all the way off. I'm not going to do that because I like the way that they look, and there's probably just like bare plastic underneath because you're not supposed to take them off. But you may notice that there's like this diamond pattern, which is definitely reminiscent of Harley Quinn. So yeah, there's that, and I do also like the way that the pants look, how they're kind of like baggy and they have like wrinkles in there. It looks like these are actual clothes that she's wearing instead of just like a costume. It actually looks like real clothing, so that's pretty cool. And they do have a zipper there. The zipper isn't painted, but that's fine. So there we go. And then for her arms, she does. We'll go on this side first because she does have the tattoo there that used to be a J for Joker, but then she was like, I'm breaking up with Joker, so she decided to make it like a mermaid. That's definitely interesting. There is supposed to be some stuff on her back, but they didn't print that. That's fine. You do have the classic like Harley Quinn, like red and black diamond patterns there on her forearm there, and those look good enough for what they are. I mean, the paint isn't perfect, but I think it's good enough for what it is. And then you might have noticed that for her hands, she has like a million rings on her fingers, and I think that's cool. Because I kind of like rings too. But yeah, so there you go. I think those look good. They look accurate to what she wore in the movie, whatever that design was. And then you do have for her feet, you do have these nice roller skates. So they look really cool. Um, and yeah, I like the pink. I like the pink with the blue on this side, and then the blue with the pink on the other side. Still a mismatch thing, but it looks like symmetrical enough. It's like symmetrical and asymmetrical at the same time. I like that. I like the extra detail there. So yeah, and I think they look cool. I like that the laces are on there and the lines and all that. And then you do also have the nice the wheels there or the skates. I don't know what those are called, but yeah, you got like red and blue, and then they alternate. And then you do also have what are these? Like the brakes. I don't know what these are. I've never gone roller skating before, but I think those are brakes. Like you like push your foot down, and then they'll make you stop or like slow down or something like that. I don't know. My guess is that's accurate enough. So yeah, so there you go. You can have her skating around. Then speaking of skating around, as far as articulation goes, her head does it does move around quite a lot. You have a lot of freedom there. So you can have her looking down and off to the side. You can have her looking up. You can have her kind of go like, hey, go this way. That kind of thing. Or you can have her just like rocking out to music. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then for her arms, they do go out pretty far. So they go out about that far. That's pretty good. And then you do get a rotation all the way around. You do get a bicep swivel. So that's pretty cool. You do also get a double joint there for the elbow, and that's pretty good. Then you do also get a ball hinge for the wrist, so it can move all the way around, and then it does kind of go like out that far, and that looks really bad. Looks like she just broke her hand, but yeah, so there you go. You get the idea there with that. And then for her torso, she doesn't really have much, mainly because of the sculpt. So yeah, she doesn't really have much of a crunch or anything like that. It can kind of rotate a little bit, and then it can kind of go forward, so it can go forward about that far, and then it can go back about that far. So it's a little bit, it's not a whole lot, but I kind of understand it just because it's like this would kind of get in the way, so I'm not too worried about it, even though Harley Quinn is known for being very acrobatic, but it's fine. Then for her legs, they go out about that far, so I think that that's pretty good. They do go forward quite a lot, and they do go back just a little bit, but I think that that's okay, so that looks pretty good. And then you do get a little bit of a thigh swivel. It's not much, but you do get a little bit of a thigh swivel. You do get a really not good looking double jointed knee. I don't like when they have it cut up like that because they technically don't need to do that. But yeah, so it's functional even though it doesn't look the best. And then you do get a little bit of a ball hinge here for the ankle. So the ankle goes back pretty far and it goes forward pretty far, and then it does kind of turn a little bit too. So there you go. So that is what the figure itself has. And then as far as accessories go, don't fall. Don't fall. That's probably going to fall over at some point. So she does have her mallet, and this thing is really cool. It actually looks like it's made out of wood, and like the smiley face was like crudely painted on there, so it looks like it's been through a lot. Then you do get the same kind of thing on this side too. So yeah, and then you have like this thing. It almost looks like I said, it looks like this was like painted on there or like stickered on there. So I think that looks really cool. And yes, it does. You can, beat stuff up with it, which is good. And then you do get, it is a little warped, but that's okay. So it just kind of has like, like I don't know what color that is, like a navy blue maybe. And they have like some black right up here at the top and for the handle. And as you saw at the beginning, she can hold onto it with both hands, or you can just have her hold onto it with one hand. So I think that looks kind of cool too, of her just kind of moving around with her hammer like this, just like, you want some of this, So there you go. And then as far as what she wants, if she wants some of this, if you've seen the movie, you know that she is obsessed with an egg sandwich, particular egg sandwich. And it kind of looked like this. I think the bread looks too much like bread because it wasn't like traditional bread that she had it on, but there's like white stuff in there that's supposed to be the egg, I guess. Then, yeah, you got like some aluminum foil or whatever for the wrapper there. So yeah, if y'all have seen the movie, then you would know. Especially in the scene where she confronts Renee Montoya's like, "You killed my sandwich." But yeah, so there you go. And then she can hold on to that with either hand. So there you go. There's her with her sandwich, so you can have her hammer and her sandwich. So very important stuff. And then she does also have her display stand. And if y'all collect the McFarlane DC figures, this will be nothing new to you. But it does help with having her stand, especially if you have her in like a dynamic pose with her hammer or something like that. I know that what I have right now is in a super dynamic pose, but you get the idea. And then she does also have a trading card, which shows figure photography. I don't like the figure photography. I think it would make a lot more sense to have it be a picture from the actual source material or whatever, but regardless, that's what we have. And then on the back there, you get a little bio that her real name is Dr. Harley Quinzel. And then you will see that the bio here, it's not so much based off of Harley Quinn as a character in general. It's more or less the plot of Birds of Prey. And if y'all have seen the movie, then that information isn't new to you. But yeah, so that's what we get. And then the last thing to look at is the box. And I think the box looks pretty cool. It's got a big picture of the image from the trading card. So there you go. Then you do also get some other figures showing off there. So it's basically like, around this time this came out, you could be like, hey, do you want any of these? Well, there you go. Then you get some information where you can follow McFarlane Toys. And yeah, that's about it. Yes, I did get this at GameStop. Around the time of my birthday, like a couple years ago. I remember it was like my birthday, and I went to a GameStop and I saw this, and I was like, oh, I gotta get that. So I did. And yeah, I've been holding on to it for quite a while. But yeah, so that's about all that I have going on. So if you enjoyed this review, you like Harley Quinn, or you like the movie, or anything like that, do be sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you think of this figure, or of the other Harley Quinn figures that McFarlane's made, or really anything else that y'all want to talk about. If y'all like my art, or if you don't like my art, whatever. And if you want to stay tuned for more stuff like this, do be sure to subscribe, because I will be keeping up with the, with a little bit more of all other figures that I have, instead of like the normal, like classic stuff. But I will continue some of that stuff, don't worry, I'm just taking a little break. But that's all I have for right now. So other than all of that, do hope that you enjoyed. I do hope that I'll see you all later. Goodbye.